Malaysia's Prime Minister-in-waiting says Goldman Sachs was used as cover for the corruption scandal at the 1MDB State Investment Fund, and Anwar Ibrahim now wants the investment bank to pay back the fees it earned. The world's biggest financial scandal also brought down Malaysia's government in May elections. I asked Mr. Anwar about how the country intends to deal with Goldman.
The probe into 1MDB is reaching a new stage, with trials looming for bankers, but also former Prime Minister Najib Razak. What is Malaysia prepared to do against Goldman Sachs, which has been dragged into the scandal, and what is next into the investigations into 1MDB?
The complicity of Goldman Sachs has, in actual fact, been used by the 1MDB to give some sort of credence to them, and therefore is a cost to the country. So a possibility of litigation or some sort of negotiations where we can recoup a substantial amount of losses to be given back to the people of Malaysia.
Do you think it would be possible to recoup even more than the $600 million in fees? And how would you go about that?
It has to be more than the commission that they took, but I think we will leave it to the team to negotiate.
China's Belt and Road Initiative has led to massive infrastructure spending across Asia, but as a result, countries are building up huge debts to China. On taking power, Malaysia's new government immediately put a series of these big China-backed projects under review. I asked Mr. Anwar about the fate of the biggest of these, the $20 billion rail line linking Malaysia's less developed east coast to southern Thailand and Kuala Lumpur.
Our decision vis-à-vis the Chinese major infrastructure project is mainly due to our own financial constraints, and the cost is exorbitant. We really need to relook at it. So the initial decision was to cancel, as announced by Tun Mahathir. But I think there are efforts to try and relook at the subject if it's seen to be economically feasible and if the cost is not exorbitant. Looking at the bigger picture, the trade, investments, relations with China is pivotal to the growth of the economy, and that cannot be disregarded. Whether it is outright cancellation or renegotiating, I think that has to be discussed.
Mr. Anwar was not able to stand in May's election as he was still in prison. A pact with current Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad got him pardoned, and in exchange for his support in May's election, Mr. Anwar is poised to be the country's next leader.
The deal with Mahathir was always that he would hand over power to you, but obviously you two have a long history of confrontation. Is there any reason to doubt that he will stick to this promise?
Well, if you look at the past, there were times when we were extremely cordial together, working brilliantly as a team. And of course, there was these rancorous exchanges. Now we have entered into this arrangement for the sake of the country. And the agreement was duly signed by all the coalition leadership, including by Mahathir. I have no reason to doubt that he is committed to the agreement and that he would honor it. He has said it a couple of times, and our relations have been rather cordial, and the working relationship has been good.
So you are 100% confident that in a couple of years' time you will be the new and next Prime Minister of Malaysia?
For now, God willing, as we say here, things should be smooth. We could see a smooth transition because we need political stability in these difficult times, and we need to focus our efforts to revive the economy.
So I guess you would say that you fully trust Prime Minister Mahathir in this transition of power to you in the future?
There's no reason for me to doubt.
Thank you very much.